Hello guys, welcome back to another video on Python. In this video we'll learn about one of the most common interview question or programming exercise, that is FizzBuzz. This is the most widely asked or common question in any interview. So first let's know what is FizzBuzz. So FizzBuzz is a classic programming exercise which is used to teach basic coding principles including loops, conditions and output formatting. Here the rules are simple. So FizzBuzz is basically a programming script or a function in which we need to print numbers from 1 to given limit. And the second rule is if a number is divisible by 3, we need to print fizz word in the print window. That is, for example, if we give a number 20, the numbers which are from 1 to 20 which are divisible by 3, for example 3, 6, 9. In the loop, when we get 3, 6, 9, we need to print fizz word instead of a number. Similarly, if it is divisible by 5, we need to print buzz. And if it is divisible by both 3 and 5, we need to mention FizzBuzz. For example, if we get a number 15 in the loop, then we need to display FizzBuzz word. Now we got to know what is FizzBuzz and what are the rules for that one. So let's start writing the code or script for that one. For that one, let me define a function first by name FizzBuzz. As we know, this should accept a number for which we are going to loop it. So I will add a parameter here by name n. So here n parameter that represents the upper limit of the numbers which we'll iterate through. And as the first condition says we need to print the numbers from 1 to given limit, we are going to make use of for loop here. So for that one, let me write for then I in range. As we want to print the numbers from 1, I will define the initial value as n, then n plus 1. So this line creates a for loop that starts at number 1 and up to number n which we have received whenever this function gets called. So let me add colon here for this loop. And within this for loop, let's write our first condition. The first condition which I want to write here is I want to cover both the condition. That is, if a number is divisible by 3 and 5, I want to print FizzBuzz. For that one, I can write if I mod 3 is equals 0 and I mod 5 is equals 0. Then print FizzBuzz. So here I mod 3 is equals 0 checks. If the remainder is equals to 0, then that will be considered as it is divided by 3. Similarly, if it is divisible by 5, then the remainder of that one will be 0. So then when both the conditions satisfies, we are going to print FizzBuzz. That's a simple condition which we are writing here with the help of if condition. Similarly, let's write another condition which can cover the second condition or the rule which we need to cover. For that one, we can make use of else if. And here it is a simple, just we need to check whether it is divisible by 3. For that one, I can use I mod 3 is double equals to 0. If that condition satisfies, we can print fizz, that is the rule which is defined here. Similarly, let me copy this condition and write it for the third rule, that is if it is divisible by 5, then the remainder will be 0 and we can print the word buzz. And there will be some numbers, for example 2, 4, so which are not divisible by either 3 or 5. So for that one we'll write the else condition. So this else condition will be executed when any of these conditions doesn't meet. For this one we will print the number itself. So for that one I will mention I, which is the iteration number which we are going to use it here. Okay, and let me add colon here. That's it. Now we have defined a function by name FizzBuzz which covers all the rules which are set by the FizzBuzz. So finally we need to call this FizzBuzz function. So for that one, just write FizzBuzz and within the open and close bracket mention the number or the upper limit for which you want to test these rules. That's it. Now let's run this script. You can observe here we got the numbers and the words displayed here. You can observe here 1 is not divisible by 3 or 5, so that number is displayed here. Similarly 2 also. And as we have defined, if it is divisible by 3, we need to print fizz. Similarly, if it divisible by 5, buzz should be displayed. And we have written another condition, that is if it is divisible by both 3 and 5, FizzBuzz should be displayed. As you can see here, number 15, that will be divisible by both 3 and 5 for that one. That's why we have printed FizzBuzz instead of that number 15. So that's it guys for this short video. So this is one of the common or quite frequently asked question in Python. Thanks for watching this. If you like this, please click on like button, share it with others and subscribe to my channel.